Undercase I, leave from the gaming, comma, take my skins, parentheses, only one, imgur.com. Undercase I,
Imgur.
confirm all trade. There's
There's no English here.
There's only one ending punctuation. Why is there 2 commas?
I don't know. Hello, I leave from the gaming. Take my skins. Only one. I confirm all trades. There won't be enough for everyone, so don't be. I feel like Donkey reading this would be funny.
Donkey.
Does anyone here even fucking play CS:GO? Like, what the
fuck? Maybe Shane once.
Yeah, I think Shane tried it maybe once, but none of us currently play it. Or have played it enough to say, yeah, I know my way around it.
Enough to fall for this shit copy pasta.
Copy pasta?
I leave from the game. Where can I copy paste that into? That'll be funny.
Well, how about this? I'll do you a solid, right? I am going to put this in the stream, in the podcast. I'm gonna put this in the podcast, and then it will make a challenge. All right, everyone who watches
sharing that. What the fuck?
Everyone who watches this, who gets to the point that we're at now, at the very beginning of the podcast, whatever. Make sure you copy pasta this exact message. Okay. We'll read it again for you in case you missed it. All right.
Hello, I leave from the gaming. Take my skins. Only one. Imgur.com. I confirm all trades. There won't be enough for everyone, so don't be offended,
Beautiful.
comrade.
Beautiful copy pasta. That was beautiful. My God.
I leave from the game.
How the fuck did, like, why did
nothing personnel? Okay.
I was getting into work this morning and I saw that, oh yeah, no, he posted Devon posted in the Discord. He's like, I leave from the game. And like, what the fuck? Like, what is this message? It was like, I was so morbidly curious. I'm like, did he just quit video games or something? Did he rage quit off the internet? But no, it was it just got hacked. So I read it. I'm like, is it true? Are the rumors true? Are you quitting gaming forever?
Devon, is this true? What are we gonna do now?
What are we gonna do? We're gonna quit gaming?
Hello, I leave from the ketamine factory. Take my skins.
Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. Alright, that's fine. We're fine. So podcasts, right? That's a thing we do sometimes weekly.
I'd say weekly. We do it.
Yes.
Regularly weekly.
There's 1 week we missed, I think.
Yeah. Fuck that week.
I'm pretty sure you were sick, and we had recorded the E3 one, so the timing was weird. But yeah, whatever.
At least we didn't leave from the gaming during that week, or else that would have been awful.
Yeah, we can't.
Leave from the gaming. Yes.
So don't be offended. Period.
So yeah, let's get this shit started. There's a lot of amazing, fun, fantastic things to talk about today.
So we're starting off with a lie. Okay.
I will leave from the gaming from this.
My God. This would be the running gag, isn't it?
For a little bit, yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, there's actually a lot of interesting stuff to talk about. Interesting is the word I'll use. Interesting. A lot of really weird announcements, things that no one expected, but some things people actually wanted. So we'll start off with easily the most hype reveal of the week. Okay.
He's gonna say it. He's gonna say the phrase. I know he is.
The phrase?
You know.
Oh, you mean the Smash Brothers killer? The Smash Bros killer?
This is why I have depression.
Probably. I don't know. Yeah. But the new game, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. All right, it's actually surprisingly gained an extreme amount of traction since it's like was unveiled. Because typically like these licensed games, right? They'll just like get a little bit of buzz, but no one will act like, it's just the normie crowd that likes them. Like the Nicktoons kart racing game wasn't that great. Like the most successful the Nicktoons games have ever been were like the Nicktoons Unite games back on like the GameCube and the PlayStation 2 and stuff. That's when people actually really liked the games. But like, or kids our age were stupid enough to really like them, even though they weren't the most polished video games ever. Sorry.
True.
But I don't know. Right now, the IGN official reveal trailer for this game sitting at 1.7 million views. People, like a lot of people, are getting a buzz about this, and I think a big reason is that, well, not only that it's a Smash Brothers clone, right? But some of the creds of the development team here are actually really good. It's like people who have worked on actually good clones of Smash Brothers and not just like licensed port crap people, like the people who made Slap City, which is one of the better Smash
Whoa,
clones.
hold on. Wait, all right.
You didn't-
Listen here. How are you going to say that about Slap City and this game looks like Slap City? Hold on. Wait a
Wait,
second.
what do you mean?
This game looks like it plays like Slap City.
Yeah,
What
it
do you
was
mean?
made by the guys who made Slap City. That's what I said.
No, I thought you were saying that Slap City was one of the shit clones.
No, it was one of the better clones, and it's being by the
Okay,
same
all right.
people who made
Okay.
the game. Yeah.
Sorry, redacted.
So I mean, Slap
Redacted.
City looks good, or it was good, and this not only looks like Slap City, but it's made by the same people, which is what makes people excited to get into it and to play it. Because some of the here's a good way to start this off with Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. A dev recently went on Discord and did an AMA for the game when the trailer was released, and he pretty much announced two things. He announced that there will be rollback netcode on supported platforms, which pretty much means the next gen consoles and PC when it's released on there. So it's going to have a better internet than Smash Bros, better Wi-Fi. And then at the same time, that he also confirmed that they're going to be adding in wave dashing. They're going to add in that thing from Melee that people meme about that makes
To Slap City?
no to Nickelodeon All-Star
No,
Brawl.
it's essentially Slap
Slap
City.
City.
This game is essentially Slap City with fucking licensing.
But oh my god, yeah, like so which I mean, the fact that it looks like it plays well, and it has a studio and development team that has a history of making a good type of game like this under their belt, and it has the Nicktoons license, like that's the one thing that holds back a lot of these Smash clones from being really good or getting people engaged or interested, is like it's hard to have the pedigree of character that Smash does, and that's what really draws people in, right? It's not necessarily that, I mean, the gameplay's fun and all. It can be a little grating and annoying, but like the thing that gets people interested in Smash, it's always been, is the characters. It's whenever a new big character is announced, whenever we see, all our favorite characters fight against each other, just the character roster in general is always what people are the most interested in. And you can't really get that with a lot of these types of games, even though I think Brawlhalla tries doing it a lot with, like, they added in like Rayman and other characters I don't remember, but
Rayman and
yeah, other
other
characters.
characters.
I don't
Rayman
remember.
and-
I don't remember who else they added in. I just remember they added in Rayman. I was like, oh, that's cool. But
Rayman and leaving from gaming.
yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're really. But with this, that the pool is vast for them to include a lot of really cool characters and make their movesets interesting. You already know I'm gonna be a day one Nigel Thornberry main.
Dude,
you already know.
Literally every
You
single
already
from
know.
from the memes I've been seeing about Dora in the game. I'm
Dora?
Wait,
Why would they add
Dora's not on the
Dora?
roster. Don't fucking lie. I have not seen Dora on the roster.
Listen, from the memes that
What?
I've seen
If
about
they
Dora,
add Dora the
she gonna
Explorer, that would be the funniest thing in the world.
Bro, she just pulls out the fucking map and sends you to hell, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Did I catch you swiping? You know what we do to people who are swiping.
Swiper, no swiping. Ah!
But
Nailed it.
since we're on the topic, we can talk about the roster that's already been announced. So there's been so the roster that has been currently announced is it's I think it was like 10 characters that have
It's
been
like
officially
10,
confirmed.
15 characters.
Yeah, they had Helga from Hey Arnold. Like, okay, so I'll start by saying that the spread of characters here actually surprises me because it's a lot of characters from the older Nickelodeon shows, like not
Bro, they brought the
necessarily.
motherfuckers from the Loud House into this.
They
They
brought.
did.
Yeah,
Yes, they did.
I'm just saying, like a lot of the really old shows that
Yeah.
like Real Monsters is here. Your Rugrats is here.
Ren and
Stimpy, the Wild
Yeah,
Thorn,
bro.
like really obscure stuff. Like, and it's not even like with something like Ren and Stimpy, like the super obscure character Powdered
Fucking
Toast
Powdered
Man.
Toast Man,
Like,
bro.
That's like you had to really watch that shit to understand like why this character's here. But I mean, it kind of makes sense. But I mean, like so I guess from that we'll get into the current roster that we know about. We have Helga from Hey Arnold. We have Danny Phantom himself. We have Sandy, Patrick, and SpongeBob from SpongeBob. We have Invader Zim. Oh, that's another one. Like really obscure character. I mean, Zim. I guess Invader Zim had the Netflix movie not too long ago. So, there's Nigel Thornberry, the man, the myth, the legend. Michelangelo and Leonardo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is kind of weird to me because I never really associate them with Nickelodeon. But I guess now that the Nickelodeon basically owns them, it makes sense. But in the
But
past,
even then, they're using the older models from the older fucking animated
that's what I'm
show.
saying.
They're not
Right?
even using the new ones.
They're really trying to appeal to the older audience with this, or the people who are familiar with the older stuff. There's Reptar from the Rugrats.
Let's go.
Yeah, Lincoln Loud and Lucy Loud from the Loud House, and Oblina from Real Monsters, which is like, oh my god, that's so weird to me. But on the box art that has been listed with most of the pre-orders now, people have seen that we're pretty much getting confirmed like a lot of other characters on the box that some people assume would be there, but some people were surprised. For example, Ren and Stimpy you could see their outlines on the box. You can kind of see Aang and Korra from The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra on there. And you can see Cat Dog at the very bottom.
Day one
so
Cat Dog, man.
Cat Dog,
Day
Cat
one.
Dog's gonna go
Day one
crazy.
Cat Dog.
But I mean, like, I think those were a few of the characters. There might have been one more that I didn't remember off the top of my head, but those were the ones I think are going to be in the game, guaranteed. And of course, there are probably going to be more surprises that aren't necessarily on the box art. But I guess we'll go into what are your guys' general thoughts on this? I mean, I'm actually super excited about this purely because it will be a game that I can play that's not Smash Brothers, that is like Smash Brothers.
You need a new Smash game.
I need a game.
Dude.
I need a game that isn't Smash Brothers. That's all I'm gonna say because Smash is too fucking toxic.
This game, the fact that it has literally better internet than almost any other fighting game on the planet is kind of. That's the first thing that blows my mind, is that they're really trying to go hard on this and make it like a competitively viable game. They've even talked to the devs and like, yeah, no, we want this to be like Evo. Like, huh? It's probably going to be an Evo.
Well, that would be. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised all too much, but at the same time, it's like that'd be crazy to have a Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl at Evo next to DBZ Fighters and Smash Brothers. Like, what the fuck? What is Evo? But yeah.
The times. Also, I think this game is going to be wildly successful because it's a Smash Brothers clone that's going to be on like 5 platforms as opposed to either just being on the Switch or just being on PC. I think the only like platform fighter game that is on multiple platforms, I think, is Brawlhalla. I think it's only Brawlhalla.
Yeah, I mean that, and the fact that it has such a huge known Nickelodeon is like the honestly,
dude, the marketability of this bad boy,
the perfect like marriage of like. At first, I was like, only Nintendo and Smash can do the whole casual meets competitive market shit, and maybe like the Dragon Ball series too, right? Where it's like DBZ Fighters had the casual dudes and the competitive players all excited. Nick All Stars, you're gonna have the 12-year-old kids and you're gonna have the 25-year-old sweaty nerds. You know, like I don't know, dude. It's gonna be crazy.
You know what I'm saying? On top of that, fucking I just had a thought and it's almost gone. What the fuck was it? Dude, you're gonna get fucking Poe from Kung Fu Panda in this game.
Well, but hold on,
If
they
they
already
do,
had their own Smash-like game.
And guess what happened? No one played it.
Move
So now
over,
Poe's
Kung
gonna
Fu
get
Panda
representation.
Legendary.
We played it, and
We did,
within
it was
3
fun.
matches,
It's a
Zach turned into the
it was
sweatiest
fun for 5
motherfucker on the
minutes.
game.
No, shut up. Nope. I found the broken character. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
Sweaty.
and then everyone played that character. You fucking you
Sweaty.
you sweaty motherfucker. Looking like
Well, this
tweak.
game, like, I mean, I'll actually play it because it's not on a system I don't have.
Mhm.
So I mean, am I going to be good at it? Probably not. But once I find my character, I got like if Reptar is like Bowser, exactly.
Oh
where
yeah,
I'm-
dude.
you
I already
exactly where I'm
know.
standing.
I already know what's gonna happen if Reptar is like. But if he gets that side B, that's over. Can't catch me with that character. Not
I
in a
just want to
stage.
know if they're going to have ultimate attacks, like what their ultimate attacks are going to be.
Oh yeah,
Like
that'd be
Final
sick.
Smashes or whatever the fuck they do.
Yeah. Oh, you can't. They're not final smash. It's something else. It's something else.
Probably gonna be like Star Power or something. Or
I just want listen. Smash has master hand. This game's got to have the Nicktoons foot.
Nicktoons.
Bro,
What?
I've seen that shit everywhere. That's actually a missed opportunity if they don't do that.
I'm just telling you, it might be the last boss of the game. I'm just saying.
It better be. Bro.
Secret character.
So I feel like we could talk about this specific point for like probably an hour. I'm gonna try to cut it down to 3. Okay.
Top tier list of
No.
what Nicktoon characters we want in the game.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 3 characters, each of us. 3 characters. Who do we want to see? And keep in mind, something that people have pointed out, which I actually double down on this too, is that this, like, if they really focus on the marketing of these. Like they'll say, for example, like the car racing game was Nicktoons Racing. This is Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. This isn't Nicktoons. You can have you can have non-tune characters, likely. I'm not saying it's going to be guaranteed, but I think this opens up the floodgates for, real live action actors or characters that aren't necessarily
we gonna get iCarly representation.
Hey, all I can say Gibby could be a possibility.
Hey, hold on.
But,
All right. So that's why this game is better. We can't get Shrek in Smash, but we can get Gibby in fucking Nickelodeon All-Stars.
Actually, we could get Shrek in this game. Because you know that Nickelodeon's owned by Paramount, right?
No.
And Paramount makes... Actually, is it DreamWorks or Paramount? No.
I thought it was...
It's DreamWorks. Never mind. It's not Paramount. Never mind. Okay, never mind. We can't get it then.
Unless
Unless they do a crossover.
That could be the first big crossover, dude.
But I mean, Shrek could be a possibility.
Fuck it, dude. What are we limiting ourselves to? Like... Fuck, we can get fucking... So we can get Steve from Drake and Josh.
Or you can just get Jerry Trainer, because apparently...
Listen, all I want to see Doug Funny. I want to see Toph Beifong, and I want to see the Negachin.
What? The Negachin? Oh my god!
I like how you said it PG-13.
Yeah, that's the Crimson Chin, and we want to see the Negachin. Oh, okay. I'm not even gonna acknowledge that one. So
that's who I want in that.
all right.
I want.
Alrighty then. But so I mean, yeah, okay, those are 3 choices, but I don't know, man. I said Drake Bell and the Echo Fighter Drake Campagna in there, you can make it happen. But no,
I leave from the gaming now. Goodbye.
No, okay. Tom, what about you? What are 3 characters you think you'd like to see in it?
I forget the name of the character, but one of the Angry Beavers, the brown beaver. I want that Angry Beaver in the game. Fuck, now I want Gibby. I want Gibby in the fucking game.
Fuck, now I want Gibby.
And who was the last one? I literally just had a third one. Angry Beaver.
Mr. Crocker.
Yeah, Denzel Crocker. I want a Denzel
Denzel
Crocker game. Yeah.
Crocker.
Yeah. Specifically, Mr. Crocker, like the superhero version of Mr. Crocker. I forget what is.
That's gotta be his
what
final
is-
smash load. Wait.
Yeah. Give me
Hold on,
Mr. Crocker.
You gotta have.
Actually, no. Wait.
You gotta have Timmy's
Wait. I
one
want
that's one of the
Cosmo.
anime.
Wait. I want Cosmo.
Hey,
Where's
Cosmo.
Cosmo? I want
Hey.
Cosmo.
Nah, you know Cosmo. Cosmo's gonna be like Cosmo and Wanda, and they're gonna be like the ice climbers.
I'll get out of here.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
they're
hold
exactly
on,
gonna be
wait.
And their final smash or whatever is when they're gonna bring in their daughter.
Is Poof a girl?
It's a fairy.
What?
It could be a girl, a guy. It's a fairy.
It's a
change
baby.
genders
I don't fucking know.
constantly. They change genders constantly. Listen, Cosmo gave birth to the thing. They got different rules.
Yeah, but fairies are like seahorses.
Okay.
What? What's that?
Yeah, I thought it was kind of weird that there wasn't any Fairly Odd Parents representation, like immediately out the gate.
From what?
Hey, hold on. Can we get
Wait,
Taco Shack?
Wait. Sheen Estevez. We need Sheen Estevez.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say so. Like, I think there's been like a falling out with Butch Hartman and Nickelodeon, which is why like only Danny Phantom is in there because they kind of bought out Danny Phantom, if I recall, from Butch Hartman, but he still owns like Fairly Odd Parents and everything like that. So, but y'all are trying to steal my shit. So I was gonna say, okay, there are 3 characters. Okay, 3 characters need to be in. I don't give a shit no matter
Taco
what
Shack.
anyone says. We need Hugh Neutron. We need Hugh Neutron. There's no Nicktoons All-Star Brawl without Hugh Neutron.
I guess you're going to the channel. The Shadow Realm SpongeBob.
We need Crumb from Our Real Monsters. We need him.
Is that the dude with the 2 eyeballs in his hands?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yes.
And the last character we need 110% is Otto from Rocket Power.
Let's go. Dude, we need Squid. No. We need Tito. We need Tito.
We need Tito.
Tito and Raymundo.
Oh wait. Oh my god. You know, I said 3, but I'm just gonna keep going at it. Dude, Kappa Mikey would be the funniest thing.
Kappa Mikey's gonna play just like Mr. Game & Watch.
Oh yeah, you already know, dude. That'd be great. Oh, that'd be great. Like, I don't know, the possibilities for characters is there's so many.
on. We got Zim. We got to get Dib.
Oh my, wait, we could get Tack from Tack in the Power of Juju.
Let's go!
I thought he was already confirmed in the game.
Play Tack in the Power of Juju, bitch.
Play Tack in the Power of Juju.
Tack.
Tack in the Power of Juju.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
I think this is more like people aren't excited that this game's gonna be great.
No, dude, you can just have every Nickelodeon character.
They're excited of the memes of that, which is this game.
The thing is, right? It could be shit, but they could have funny characters in it, right? But
Hold on.
But
we can get Nihao Kailan.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Bro, we can get Dora and Diego? Soy Dora and Soy Diego?
Oh my
Boots?
Oh my god. I don't know, we could get oh my god. We get Rudy to Booty from Chocolate.
Bro, we can get Rudy. Nah, dude, we get from that one episode of Chalk Zone, we get the Baja Men to come and do Lime in the Garden.
Yo.
Get the chalk drawn Baja Man. Their final smash is Who Let the Dogs Out.
We could get Jenny Wakeman from My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Oh, that would be kind of dope. Yeah. Hold on, I'm just look up Nickelodeon. Hold on.
Yo, we can get Juniper. No, she's Cartoon Network. Never mind.
She's Cartoon Network now.
Well, I mean, God, the possibilities are endless.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Dude, Rocco's Modern Life.
Rocco's Modern Life would be pretty.
We get Rocco. We get the cow, whatever the fucking cow. I don't remember the cow's name.
From Barnyard?
Yeah.
Or from
Or
Cow
the
and Chicken?
frogs.
Cow from Cow and Chicken. Cow and Chicken from Cow and Chicken.
Weren't they from Cartoon Network?
Was Cow and Chicken on Cartoon Network?
Yeah. Those
I
cow.
believe so.
Yeah. Bro, we get them back to the Barnyard character! Bro, we can get Kel from Keenan and Kel!
Oh, we could get Kel.
Who loves orange soda? Kel loves orange soda.
I would like Keenan and Kel, dude. That'd be great.
What?
Keenan and Kel at the same time.
Oh, yeah, true. They just be ice climbers.
Oh, we can get Ren and Stimpy. Hold on.
Bro, we get the guys from Mr. Meaty! Get the Mr. Meaty!
Oh, Mr. Meaty.
Hold on, we can
Oh,
get Catman from Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh. Dude, we can get Jorgen Von
Jorgen
Strangle.
Von
from
Strangle,
fucking
dude. Yep,
No, hold
Jorgen.
on. The best character, Doug Dimmadome.
Owner
yes.
of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Dale Dimmadome. Can we have Dale Dimmadome, heir to the Dimsdale Dimmadome,
Heir to
the
the-
Dimmadome throne, as a character?
What?
Doug Dimmadome. Dim down, 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 dim down.
We can get Stoop Kid. Stoop Kid's afraid to leave the stoop.
Stoop kids.
Is this just
The fact that like some
us going through something online of all the
No,
I'm literally just looking at a list of Nickelodeon shows right now.
Same.
Yeah.
Did we say Fanboy and Chum Chum? Cause
No, we're not doing Fanboy and Chum Chum. Those motherfuckers get out of here. That shit was mid.
But I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Honestly, I'm kind of just surprised that with a lot of this now they've gone with such obscure characters to start off with. Not even like some of the shows where the characters that are known for the shows are representing them at the moment, like with All Real Monsters or with Ren and Stimpy. Like it seems a little what's the term? This seems a little strange, you know, like there's a really big well they can draw from, and they haven't necessarily dipped into that yet. But I'm sure that they will with time, right? But it's. I mean, I don't hate it for sure. I'm just waiting to see when they're gonna put Arnold from Hey Arnold in the game. Helga's
Gerald,
in the game.
dude.
Yeah, well, why can't they put Gerald or Arnold if Helga's in the game or something like that?
Dude, that high top pro would be too much.
Oh, you know what
And
always
Doug Dimmadome's hat isn't.
You know what always bugged me about Gerald is that like his head also forms with his hair there. So like there's a little bit of his head peeking out where it goes upward, and I'm like, what the fuck is this man's head shape?
Yeah,
like?
dude, it's like Bart Simpson.
Oh.
His hair is just his head.
No, but with Bart Simpson, his hair is the same color as his head, so you can pretend like it's actually just all his hair. But with Gerald, it's like there's a clear distinction between his head and his hair. So his head is just shaped like shaped like a fucking flaccid dick. All right, his head is shaped like a chode, and it bugs me. It was
You already know Disney about to come up with a platform
Yeah.
fighter now.
oh my god, you know, honestly, I would not hate it, just because there would be a lot for them as long as they make it interesting and they don't just
Yeah,
put
hold on.
boring shit in.
Ember McLean.
Then we could finally get Sora in a Smash
We
clone.
need half the story. We wouldn't get it all. Sorry.
You just get the bottom half. That's
Bottom
what Disney
half,
owns,
big,
yeah.
big shoes, funny pants.
And then Smash gets the top half. There you go.
Yep.
Okay, but yeah. So oh my god, wait, Carl Weezer. I completely forgot about Carl Weezer.
Man, I said Carl Weezer. Didn't know
Oh,
he said
yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
He was
it's
up
like,
my
I didn't feel like saying Carl Weaver's. I'm like, we didn't need to say it. Like he's.
I was
Oh,
saying, that was just
Hey.
implied.
Yeah, he's gonna be there.
A
It's Carl
scabula
Weaver.
smash, dude.
Yeah.
You get somebody up to 99%. He walks up. Excuse me, are you gonna finish that smash?
Or Mermaid Man. Get Mermaid
And
Man.
then he just eats you. Yeah, Carl Weezer has to play like Wario.
Nah, his true. Wait, hold on. Wait, you right. Final smash has to be "Ain't No Love of My Man." Ain't no love of my man. Shoo-wah.
All right.
No, it has to be them in their superhero forms.
Doing
Oh my
"Ain't No Love of My
God.
Man."
Oh my god,
Can't
that
me, baby.
entire thing cut out, but I heard you from the other room singing. I am just already. So yeah, the Smash Brothers killer is here, and I think we're all pretty excited for it. I think we're all gonna buy it, right? We're all gonna get
Of
it.
course.
We're all gonna get it.
Yeah,
Get
dude,
day
especially
one.
if it's not $60, I'll right out
Oh,
the
I'm
gate.
pretty sure it's $50. Yeah.
All right, word.
What? Nah, it's gonna be on next gen. That's $70. Come on.
No, $60 on next gen. Haha, suckers.
No, it's $50 on all platforms.
No, but see, we have to get the deluxe collector's edition, so like it's gonna be up there.
Man, just get it on
If
PC.
it comes
Actually,
with
wait, no, it comes out
information.
later on PC.
But yeah, in any case, it's gonna be fun. Gonna be great. I'm excited for it. We're all excited for it. Fun Smash Brothers clone. So what the hell else are we gonna talk? Oh, I almost forgot.
Theme.
What?
Theme.
Oh, I guess we can move on. You can go from 100 to 0 real quick. All right. Yeah. So I mean, So amidst the disappointment that was the Nintendo Switch OLED, I guess
Oh, no.
Steam has decided to throw their hat in Valve, I should say specifically, has decided to throw their hat in the ring with the Steamdeck, I believe it's called, correct? Steamdeck.
Yes. Yeah.
Which essentially people are making fun of it, like, oh yeah, this is the Switch Pro now. It's pretty much a portable gaming PC priced at $400 US, with the ability to be docked. It has pretty much the ability, you can just install almost any OS on it, I'm pretty sure, including Windows. It has direct access to the Steam store, and it comes built in with a controller and everything like that. So it's built for portable gaming, built for simplicity. And it seems to at least run well. The hardware seems good. But here's the thing about the Steam Deck, right? I think we can all agree on this. Ergonomically, this thing looks like a prototype. This thing does not look.
This thing looks like dick. Why are the buttons all the way up there? Why are there trackpads?
This looks like if now Nintendo released something, it's like, hey guys, this is what the Switch first looked like. That's what this looks like.
A little bit.
That's
right?
what it looks like.
This looks like those weird attachments that people buy for their Switch to make like the Joy-Cons actually feel like a controller. Like that's what this looks like.
Yeah, but then it looks good in a picture, but then you get it and it's like, this shit feels even weirder.
Why are there trackpads on both sides?
Probably,
yeah. That's gonna piss off so many people because it says, because I watched the video and it's like it's got extra sensitive for your fingers, so it won't go off when like your palms hit it or like a part of like the lower part of your finger or anything like that. I'm like, bullshit. Like bullshit. I know it's gonna be some bony
Why
people.
are the ABXY buttons right next to the thumbstick? Who has hands like that?
I mean, I think one of the problems. I mean, there are a few problems I have, but the fact that the buttons are literally to the sides, both the D-pad and the ABXY are right to the sides of the control sticks, will definitely make certain games more difficult, especially games that require you to press more than one button and move around at the same time. Things like first-person shooters, things like most 3D action games. Like that's kind of problematic. The other is the fact that the control sticks aren't are parallel and aren't adjacent. Most of the good controllers out there, maybe minus the PlayStation one, but the PlayStation one works because the sticks are just far enough apart that you really don't notice a difference. But like, if it's like the reason why the Switch works so well is because the control sticks, one's at the top and one's kind of lower down, so you really don't have an issue using them or coordinating with them if they're far enough distance away. But like, I don't know, like it seems weird to me. I don't think I'm gonna like it.
Like they took away like if it was customizable, like you could switch it like up, top, down, like then it's like, okay, cool. Because they were talking about, oh, you can customize this and change this. So you kind of lock this in with the controls. Like, I don't know. It's like I just get the feel if I'm gonna have to go from turning the camera and then hitting like a B and X like really fast while not turning the camera anymore because of like stupid lock on. I had to feel I accidentally hit the analog so many times just doing anything on this game or
Dude,
this system.
see, have you seen the Pro controller for this thing?
I have.
Oh,
Controller for it.
God, this thing's ugly. Oh, it has one analog stick. It has trackpads on the left, and this thing is disgusting. It looks like two ass cheeks with tumors coming out of them. Holy Jesus!
Hold on, is that the? It's like that's the Steam controller.
Yeah.
That's been a thing.
The
Yeah, that's been a thing. It's been horrible the entire
It's
time.
been-
That for a while.
Nah, I have the Steam controller. God damn! Why would they make that?
Yeah, that thing.
I'm-
That's been, oh,
I'm done
Yeah,
asking
that
questions.
they that's been critically panned for a while. The Steam controller, yeah, that thing's kind of gross.
thing's ass. It never
I'm
connects.
pretty sure the reason why they released that was they were like touting it as like one of the world's most accessible controllers, and it just
For who? A
didn't look-
man with a single arm?
Actually, yeah, I think so.
Companies like for this, like so that you get to play everything on Steam. The OS is the same, but under it is playing like a computer. Like, okay, what if I want to play? It's like you could play with all your mods and everything. If I want to play Skyrim on that at the highest graphics with all my mods on that thing, I'll probably be able to play for an hour, 2, maybe. If I want to play like anything at highest graphics, like I do with a PC or computer, or just any big game that takes up a lot, that thing's gonna die faster than a Switch.
I mean, it depends on what the. I don't know the specifics of the battery power.
It's
I
a
know
40-watt battery.
40 watt
It has 2 teraflops.
of what?
That's it. Has 2 teraflops. A fucking what?
2 teraflops of processing power.
Oh yeah.
In
Zero
which
times
IGN
zero.
said,
I'm looking at
IGN
the specs
It's like
now.
this is the same processing power as a PS5 and Xbox Series X.
See, I'm looking at this now. So it's got an AMD Zen 2 CPU, 4-core, 8-thread processor,
16
CPU
gigs of
clock
RAM.
speed, 2.4, 3.5 gigahertz. GPU is AMD RDNA 2, 8 gigs, yeah, 8 gigs of RAM. 16 gigs of, actually no, 16 gigs of DDR5 RAM. Okay.
Yes, that is what I just said.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Oh, that's so stupid. So 7-inch LCD screen. Switch has got a beat there, dude.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
You don't get OLED on this bad boy.
This is sub HD screen though. It's 1280 by 800. Oh, with a 60 hertz refresh
but like
rate.
you're gonna play the thing docked.
Yeah, you can. Stereo speakers.
That's another weird thing. It's like you've had it plugged in to play on your
almost 2
PC,
pounds.
like your monitor. It's like, so I bought this little system to play PC games on my monitor when I could have just bought a PC.
Well, it's a lot cheaper than a PC.
Yeah,
not the if you want to get the most space on it.
Oh, the
Yeah, I was about to just
Yeah,
say
that
too, right?
one.
Like, so they
That's-
advertise this as $400, but the $400 model, it has
Isn't that the
64 gigs,
Yeah.
and like if you want to
650.
upgrade to 256, it's $530.
Yeah,
You
and
wanna
the
update to
512 gigs,
600
650.
650, yeah. But I mean, like, that seems, I don't know, it seems kind of, have they announced that the storage could just be easily expandable, or?
They didn't say anything. They just said what it comes with.
Yeah.
They said you're going to be able to customize it just like you would a PC. So I would hope. And for something like that, for space, for a Steam device, they're definitely going to sell you more.
Well, I more
space.
so meant like, is it gonna be something where it's like, hey, you attach this this
That's
Like a
not
storage drive.
yeah, you storage a storage drive to the dock, and you can only access your extra storage docked, and you have a limited amount on the system. Because I don't see an SD card slot on this thing, so I can only imagine that it won't come with, a certain amount. And then, even then, like if you're gonna have to buy external storage, you have like it says 64 gigs, but usually with a lot of PCs, especially if you're gonna be unloading an OS on this thing, like a good 50 gigs or so is usually reserved purely for operating system and like files to just run your computers, and then the rest goes to everything else. So like you're not going to have a whole lot of space if you roll with just like the 50 or the 64 gigs or even the 256 gigs if you want to buy games
There's
on
a 512 gig version too.
But I mean, the
650.
512 gigs, that's still not a whole lot for games. You're still
For
going to
$650, everybody.
I mean, I don't know what the storage situation looks like, but if the storage is only expandable on the dock, if you can't necessarily store a lot of games on the go, then it kind of seems almost like really counterintuitive to playing the system the way they want you to, which is handheld. They want you to. It's like they're trying to do the Switch thing. They're trying to be like, you can play this any game, PC powered on the go. Well, if it's only 64 gigs and 30 gigs is reserved for my operating system and the Steam store and stuff, like, okay, well then I can download Doom and maybe play Doom, and then everything else I just have to keep on my dock. It's like,
Hold on, the dock is sold separately?
Wait, what?
it's
The dock is sold separately. It's not coming with it.
oh, well,
What the fuck?
huh.
This thing is dick salad, man.
It's
This
sold
thing sucks.
separately. Dock doesn't come with the Steam Deck though. Valve hasn't yet revealed how much the dock will cost or when it will be available for pre-order.
All right, I leave from the gaming now. Goodbye.
Should I leave from the gaming?
Yeah, and that thing's not going to be cheap either.
Probably not, no. But I mean, I'm not gonna knock the idea. The idea is definitely there. I admire that it's trying to kind of fill the gap of the Switch, because the Switch has been eating this one market alive for like 4 years now since it came out. And it's honestly a really good idea. A lot of people are busy. People have commutes. People have things that they do throughout the day, and maybe they could just take a 20-minute break to play a game while they're doing
another
stuff.
thing with this one, like since it is like Steam, is it going to be Steam's entire library?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, on top of that, you know how many games on Steam don't work?
Yeah.
And you know how much of a just said that like, yeah, what's the problem?
Yeah, Steam
You know
doesn't
how
have
much,
quality.
Have you
know
seen the Nintendo eShop, Tyler?
That's nothing compared to Steam.
Have you
They
seen
really
the
have a game
Nintendo
on
eShop?
Steam that's $100.
Dude, I don't know if you can
that
compare the
can't
Nintendo
play.
eShop to the Steam shop, dude. There's some
That's like-
absolute stinkers on that thing.
But it's like for like some games, let's say Vampire the Masquerade, you can get that on Steam. But in order to play it, you have to download a patch, an unofficial patch somewhere else, and move it into the files to play. Like,
I mean,
are you
yeah,
gonna
you
do that on?
yeah,
on
because you
this?
can
Yeah,
download
you
an
can still do it
operating
'cause you're gonna have
system.
some kind of OS. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
gonna have some kind of OS.
You can still
That's-
download an operating system. and
That's
yeah.
mad work.
It comes with Linux, so you can just do it on Linux.
And you can download Windows OS on there too. So I
mean,
don't see the
it
problem.
would be cool to take. I don't know. It's just downloading stuff, especially unofficial patches, or buying a game that looks good and then just like, oh yeah, this won't work on your.
I'm gonna make a
Just like,
bold
I
prediction.
doubt 100% of the games on Steam are going to work on this system. Like,
I'm
even
gonna
if you
make a
download
bold
all the patches.
People are gonna use this more for porn than they are gaming. I'm gonna be real with you.
Well, that's literally everything that has the internet on it.
Yeah, but like, if you can't play a shit ton of games on it, and you don't want to put it on you don't want to put that history on your phone, just fucking, you spent $650 on 500 and something gigs of something. People are just gonna download porn onto the fucking thing and use it as a spank bank, man.
Listen, it's 2021. No one's ashamed to have porn on their phone anymore.
No, but downloading porn on your phone, dude, downloading it, really? Really? You're gonna
So you're
download
gonna
it?
carry around this giant 9-inch device.
100 and something gigs of porn on demand.
On demand.
On
my
demand. Hey,
God.
baby, want to check out my spank bank?
Oh
No?
my
Good thing I have a
God.
spank bank.
Why? I just look at you run rampant on the podcast. I just.
Okay, that's over. But that's just my bold prediction what that thing's gonna turn into.
I mean,
It's a good idea. Good idea. If it's got mostly good reviews and it goes on sale, I might pick it up, but I'm not spending full price for this damn thing.
you know.
I mean, the thing that the Switch has over it is the fact that it has Nintendo exclusives. So, like, even if the OLED is a fat, steaming piece of poop, it still has Mario and Zelda and all your other favorite Nintendo IPs you can't get anywhere else. So it's not like it really does much to stop the Switch.
You see, like, the thing about the Steam Deck is kind of like the same. I feel the same way that I have about all the other Steam ventures, like the things that Steam has done since what is it? The thing that everything that Steam has done since, you know, they've kind of branched out of just being a platform for games sales on PCs, right? Like things like the controller, things like the Steam Link, you know, stuff like that. It's kind of been it does. I don't think it's gonna pan out and be a huge critical success, like critical commercial success like the Switch was, because the Switch is not only just cheap enough and not only has like the first party exclusives, but it's also just like the perfect level of just casual mid-range like accessibility and usability that just any person can pick it up and want to play with it, you know, want to use it. And with something like the Steam Deck, it's so high end and like something only it's aiming at such a niche market because it's only what the sweatiest of sweaty people are gonna want, really, for the most part. No offense if you want it. I mean, whatever. If you want it, what the fuck ever. It's your money. Spend it the way you want it. But like, not a whole lot of people are gonna spend $400, $500, $600 on this piece of hardware when most people who would get it anyway already have gaming PCs that they can load their Steam library
on.
on.
I was gonna say, like the big Steam people. The reason they're big Steam people is because they got the devices to play it. Like
They already have a PC of some kind.
and I imagine like some of their like high running, like if you got a big gaming PC, you're running everything on the highest graphics. I don't know if this thing's gonna handle the highest graphics or how long it's gonna last or all the hassles you're gonna have to put through it when you could just be like, screw it, I'll go back to my $2,000 gaming PC that I've had for 4 years now.
But yeah, I mean, I agree. It's the system. It's a cool idea, but it seems really unpolished and like a strange. Like it seems like an idea that a bunch of people who kind of understand video games got into a room together and got like, this is what the people want, but then they actually are going to release it and it's not really what people want. I mean, like it's kind of what people want in the sense that, you know, people wanted an upgraded Switch, like a Switch Pro, but like we didn't really want a $500
OLED
portable gaming PC. Like it's almost weird because it's like I criticize Nintendo for going too little on a Switch upgrade, but I feel like this is like the opposite. I feel like this is a little too much, right? It's like I don't know if you really need all that to make a console better, you know, or to make a portable console work. You know, and it seems like the customizable quote unquote options just really aren't super customizable. It's either you get no storage or you get storage. Like it's not necessarily, hey, here's a lower end version. Hey, here's a higher end version. No, it's nothing like that. So, but yeah, hopefully it works out for you. Good luck, Steam. Good luck, Valve. Just make Half-Life 3. Thank you. Okay.
No.
Maybe if they launch this with a killer app, dude. If they launch this with Team Fortress 3, it'd be over. Like,
Would it really though? Would it actually? Like, would it really?
No.
That's not going to solve the problem of the console itself.
Gabe Newell describes the Steam Deck's price as painful for Valve.
I'm sure Gaben is really feeling
he
it
wanted
right
that
now.
shit more expensive. That's why.
Yeah, I'm sure Gaben's really hurting right now. He's like, oh no, we don't want to charge you guys. Minecraft, Gaben. Like,
Valve Steam Deck handle is $399, affordable for gamers but painful for Valve.
Gaben, it's me, Gaben.
All the extra shit you're gonna have to buy for it, like Nintendo, they had all their accessories and everything.
Mr. Knoll, what's the highest
accessories that's gonna come with this, and the price that's gonna be too?
Yeah, usually, I mean, that's how they're complaining, but that's how like all console manufacturers have been since the beginning of time. They've lost money on the hardware, but they've gained money on the software. So for them to complain like, "Oh, we're breaking the bank making this console. Oh my god, you should just be so grateful." It's like, no. That's how it works. You sell the console you sell the console at a loss. That way, when you get the software sales, things like the games and the accessories, you can get a profit out of it. Like, the software is what drives the hardware, not the other way around.
Like I said, it hurts us. It's like, really? It hurts you? You know how many people buy stuff from your store and never play it?
You're making thousands of dollars off every console sold, essentially. Like, shut your bitch ass up.
Yeah.
I'm Gabe and I can't count to 3, but
all right. So let's we'll just move on from this since we've talked about this.
Hey, but hold on, let's talk about that stream button though.
I'm Gabe and I don't know how to count.
Oh, I'm gonna throw up. Okay, so
Mr. Knoll, what's the highest number you can count to? 2.
So yeah, more news. We're gonna just, I guess, taper now. I wanted to end with this Steam Deck, but I guess we just talked about it right after because I feel like that would be a lengthy conversation in and of itself. But these next couple of topics, I don't think are gonna last a whole long, so a lot really long at all. So
hold up, wait, I could talk about Persona all day.
All right, so we'll talk about the Persona news that happened. So we recently got a press release from Atlas where they announced that there are going to be 7 Persona games in development. One of them is confirmed to be Persona 6, but I don't know. Persona 6 we kind of knew was going to happen sooner rather than later, and they're going to have like some event in September to announce some of the games and content and to kind of show off what they've been working on. So yeah, Persona 6. I don't know what the fuck they could do with 6 other games though, but cool.
I think one of them is going to be. It has to be P5 Arena.
Oh yeah, for sure. It has to be a Persona fighting game.
It has to be some kind of fighting game.
I mean, to be honest with you, what is it? Arc System Works has been pretty quiet in the last few months, ever since Guilty Gear Strive came out. They haven't really. Usually with Arc System Works, they always have their next game popping up like right away. It's like second after DBZ Fighters came out, they announced like 2 or 3 other like things with like Blaze Blue Cross Tag and like all these other games that we're releasing throughout the next couple of years. So the fact that we don't really have an upcoming Arc System Works fighting game is kind of weird to me. Like, I feel like Persona is definitely gonna be in the running for a new fighting game from them, which I'm down with. I love Persona 4 Arena. I thought it was really fun. So Persona 5 Arena would be great.
Plus, they gotta keep milking the P5 udder, man. It's not completely dead yet. It's just getting there.
I can imagine that they say 6 other games, but I don't know if that's gonna mean like ports.
I think one of them, it's not like 100% confirmed, but everyone is speculating. There's been rumors that it's gonna be a P3 remaster.
Persona 3 remaster. Okay, all right.
Yeah, that would feel like a lot of them like aren't gonna be new. It's just gonna be, hey, you remember this game? There you go.
Just a remaster? Okay.
Just a
I mean,
remaster.
yeah, but like so there are two things they need to fix in order for a Persona 3 remaster to work. Two vital things. You listen
Party
to me,
and
Atlas?
Tartarus.
No, they're not.
No. Two vital things. Let me control my teammates. I don't want. It was funny when Mitsuru did Mare and Karen when I wanted her to do a boo-boo.
He said the funny.
But it's not funny anymore, and I never want to play the game again because of that shit. And then two, all right, number two, make the grind less lenient. I don't want my teammates to get fucking tired. I don't want my teammates or my character, right, to get tired after I've climbed 5 floors in your shitty fucking Tartarus tower, and then the next day I fail my exam and none of my friends want to hang out with me, and everyone ghosts me because I decided I didn't want to hang out with them one day and I wanted to go grind for the next boss that's upcoming. Like, the fact that people are so fucking clingy and needy. I mean, it was a fun little aesthetic thing in that game. It's like, oh yeah, everyone's so edgy and depressing and the world is cruel and unforgiving. It's like, oh yeah, whatever, cool. But like, the fact that it translates the gameplay so much just aggravates the shit out of me, because it's like every little minor inconvenience for people holds you back. That's the only game in the series where you can have negative social link with people, where you can lose social link, or the confidant, and you can be negative with people because you chose not to hang out with them over other people. You could just, and it's not like a thing where it's like you forget to talk to someone for like a month or two and they decide they just don't like you anymore. It's like, I decided to not go to the movies with this one fucker on one day, and he holds a vendetta against me for it. Like, bro, I had other things to do. Like, I can't do everything with you all the time. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. Get out of my face. So yeah. That's it. Fix those things, and then Persona 3 will work.
Are we sure we were talking about a video game and
then
high school?
And then fix the answer, because the answer sucked. All right, the answer was I've only had 3 gaming experiences in my life that have made me rage to the point where I have
say 3 in total. I was like,
Oh yeah, three gaming experiences in my life that have made me rage so hard that I have thrown my controller at something. You can probably guess what 2 of those are.
Dark Souls 2.
No, not Dark Souls 2.
Dark Souls 1.
No, not Dark Souls 1.
Demon Souls.
Not Demon Souls.
Okay, now you're lying.
No.
Okay. He had to think about that one for a second.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
No, that one just made me depressed. I meant in terms of frustration.
Call of Duty related, isn't it?
No, Call of Duty. So Sekiro is one of them. Sekiro is. So I had to quit the game. I couldn't play it. Like, I got so fucking mad. But I got so fucking mad.
Monkey.
It's that. It's Persona 3, and I mean, I feel like it's y'all could probably guess it if you.
It's gotta be Smash related.
Oh no, it's not Smash either.
What?
I haven't thrown a controller over Smash Brothers.
I feel like that's a lie.
It was Nocturne.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I can see it.
I mean, I was younger when I played Nocturne too, but yeah, those are the 3 instances where I've literally thrown a controller playing a video game. 2 of them belong to Atlas, so thank you, Atlas.
Wait, how would you expect us to know that?
I don't know. Y'all played Nocturne.
Yeah, for like 20 minutes.
Disappointed in you. Okay. But I mean, yeah.
Says the man who hasn't finished Yakuza 7.
I'm playing through it. I'm playing through it right now. So.
Oh yeah. I'm still playing through Nocturne. No worries.
But so yeah. What are the other games you think could be in it then too? I mean, they've already done the dancing game. I think we could get a Persona Q3 on the Switch.
I feel like that. I feel like that would be too soon.
No, because they released Q2 on the 3DS like a year around the year that the Switch.
A year and a half.
No, the year that the Switch came out. I'm pretty sure they released it on the 3DS.
I thought it was like a few years ago.
No, it was no, actually, never mind. It was around the time that Smash Brothers came out. So it must have been in 2018, which was 3 years ago. So I can see them doing Persona Q3 on the Switch because people have been asking for Persona on the Switch, and I think that's probably the only way they're gonna get it at this point, other than a port of P5. So I don't know, maybe.
Q3 would be kind of boring.
It would, but I think that's a likely one. I don't know if they're going to do another dancing game. They've already done 3 through 5, unless they want to do 1 and 2, or maybe the spin-off games too, like whatever.
I mean, nothing says they're going to be new projects, so one of them could just be a bundle of 1 and 2.
Yeah, or just
like PC,
or just ports of all of the games to different consoles. Like I could see Persona 4 Golden coming to the next gen systems or the Switch. I could see Persona 1, 2, and 3 maybe, or just 1 and 2 being bundled. Stuff like that. I could definitely see that being those being a reality. But I don't know. There's just I just want to know if there's any like ideas you guys. I don't know. Persona karting.
I was gonna
Persona
say, dude,
kart
I was thinking
racing.
of a Persona racing game.
Yeah. Because
Persona Kart.
they've done a lot of the crossover things that people would expect now. They've done the Muso game, they've done the fighting game, they've done the dancing game. Like, is there anything?
As stupid as it would be, I could see them doing like a Persona Tetris game.
Maybe, yeah, like a Puyo thing.
Yeah, because I mean, Atlas likes to do pachinko shit. So I mean,
what would be weird, but honestly not super out of left field? A Persona 5 platforming game, like a 2D platforming game. I don't think it would necessarily, like, I wouldn't say platforming. Maybe like a roguelike or a Metroidvania style game. I could see that happening.
maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I would honestly be kind of excited for something like that, because they've delved in that a little bit with Persona 5 Royal and with Persona Strikers. They kind of did the 2D platforming, 2D action thing a little bit. So maybe I could see it work, but I don't know, maybe not. Maybe not.
Persona detective game.
I mean,
Dude, a Persona Phoenix Wright game.
Persona Phoenix, right?
Hold on.
A Persona, you get a catchy game. Fuck it. You can start getting character-specific games at some point. I don't know. Start giving fan favorites their own fucking spin-offs. I can see like a Makoto spin-off.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that'd be that. I don't know. There's a lot they could do for sure. There's a lot they could.
I'm just thinking of like the popular characters from P5.
A detective game starring everyone's favorite lovable detective, Adachi.
Don't go that way. That's a dead body.
A first-person shooter starring everyone's
Oh,
favorite,
God.
Goro Pankeki and Adachi-san.
God fucking.
I know I should write the next Persona games.
You really should do. That would be great.
So, I guess moving on from Persona, on to more Atlas stuff. Shin Megami Tensei 5 had a new trailer that dropped. Any opinions on that? Anyone wanna...
I feel like the more I see of that game, it's not a lot, but I get a little bit more excited every time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the story trailer definitely had me a little more interested in what was going on, because it seems to be more demon, less high school, which, I mean, that's all right, but I don't know. It just, I'm still not fully hooked yet. Like, there are things, little bits and pieces that get me excited looking at it, but I'm still waiting for that one thing that's gonna grip me about the game, the one thing that's gonna set it apart from the other Shin Megami Tensei games, Still waiting.
I feel like, especially now with the rise in popularity of the Persona games, the combat needs to be really fucking good, because the Megaten games are, like you said, they're primarily more the dungeon crawling and demon fighting aspects as opposed to the day-to-day aspects. So they need to do something with the combat, or need to do something with the gameplay to differentiate it a little bit and kind of spice things up.
And I really haven't seen anything that, is crazy. Or, it's like, wow, this is different. This is something I haven't seen before.
Some of the animations looked really cool from the main character when he was doing attacks. But aside from that,
I mean, giving the main character signature attacks is cool, I guess.
I should say that it was like it was, what's the term I'm looking for? It looked a lot more polished than I would have expected.
Initially when I saw the game, I was like, this is just a Nocturne ripoff. This is just another Nocturne. And like, it's still kind of aesthetically, it still feels like that. But like, yeah, it's growing on me a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Still can't get over the femboy protagonist though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a little charm to it, but at the same time, it's like, oh man, he really out here repping the femboys. Okay.
I think now that I know that the main character's a boy, and seeing this trailer, he looked a little bit more pronounced, like a little bit more masculine in this trailer to me. I don't know what it was. I think it's literally just knowing that he's a guy. I don't know, the whole lightsaber hand thing, Zemnis looking ass motherfucker out here. It's the thing. Like, I think the character models look really good.
Yeah, for sure. The character models.
I think the game looks. This is probably one of the best looking Switch, I guess, third-party Switch games. That's on the Switch. I don't know. Or at least it's exclusive to Switch, not just on Switch.
That's true. Definitely doesn't look like it's going to run horribly. Which is a plus. It's a plus.
The best part about not having to worry about multiplayer. You can optimize the game.
I guess.
At least a little bit.
Or you can leave from the gaming.
Leave from the gaming. So Tyler, you don't own a Switch. Never mind. You don't care.
You don't care about Mega 10.
He doesn't care about Shin Megami Tensei.
Jonah.
All right. So I guess from there, the Pokemon Unite just had a trailer that dropped too, which they announced Zeraora is going to be in the game, and they announced the release date of the 23rd next week. So
21st.
Oh, 21st. Oh, even sooner than
First,
that.
it's on Thursday.
Cool. I'm actually kind of excited to play it. Just because it's, I don't know, MOBAs are games I've liked in the past. And I don't know, the idea of a Pokemon MOBA seemed kind of alright at first, and then the first few moments of gameplay were like, this looks rough, but the more I see it, it's kind of like with the Shin Megami Tensei 5 thing, the more I see it, the more I get a little interested in it. It seems more polished than I assumed it would be at first glance, and it definitely feels like it's going to be a solid venture into a new genre for Pokemon. As long as, it runs well and they don't pull a Game Freak and just make it perform like trash. So yeah.
Oh, I mean, I think the online's going to be absolute dick, which is awful because the game is literally all online. But
yeah,
the one thing that surprises me is the amount of customization you have.
That's true, right? You got so many like costumes for your character, not only your trainers,
for your
but
characters
for your Pokemon.
and the Pokemon. Like, you can customize the fucking Pokemon, dude. Like,
which, I mean, that kind of makes sense with the whole, like fashion thing they've done in the Pokemon games recently, where you have the fashion tournaments and stuff, and your characters can dress up, and you can even dress up your Pokemon in like the Pokemon Me or the Pokemon Camp locations too. They've done before. So I mean, I'm not super surprised, but I'm just, you already know that shit's gonna cost money though.
Oh,
like they're gonna charge
microtransactions.
It's a free game, so they're gonna find any way to nickel and dime motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's gonna be poop. One thing I want to know is if that shit's actually gonna make it into like a main series game. Not the microtransaction parts, but just the level of customization you can add to your trainer. Probably not the Pokemon, but the Pokemon would be cool too.
I mean, it would be cool to see. We kind of saw a little bit of it in Sword and Shield when they added in some more stuff with the expansions, but it really still wasn't super customizable.
Nah, but this
I
looks a lot
don't-
more in depth than
Yeah,
that.
but I don't know about with Legends Arceus. I think with Legends Arceus, you're
No,
probably
but
gonna
probably
be
in a
limited.
few years after those games are out, it would probably be like the either the next generation or whatever remaster comes
Yeah.
out next.
Like Legends Arceus and the Diamond and Pearl. The Diamond and Pearl remakes look way too faithful for them to add in a lot of customization. And the Legends Arceus, this doesn't seem like the thing they'd go with because it's going to be a mainly single player experience set in like a feudal Japanese style. So there's not really a whole lot they can do in terms of customization for characters. I feel like you really have to stick with that one theme. And Game Freak and Pokemon, usually when they're forced to stick to one theme, aren't very creative. So
All I'm saying is they were real intent on showing in that Pokemon Unite trailer you can have a black character that you can customize because they've gotten backlash about that in the past. So they're like, hey, check it out. You're a person of color now. You can customize.
Color now.
I mean, like, it's
Yeah, you don't burn in the sun.
a person of color with. I don't know, like I guess, yeah, whatever.
It's
a,
just
I
a
don't know,
thing.
just looking at this game, like you really didn't have to do this. Like you really didn't. Like you just turned a big genre and turned it into like a League of Legends Hero of the Storm type strategy game. And like I know it's different. Like Pokemon's kind of gotten, super bland. Well, not bland, but super repetitive. But like a League of Legends type game.
I mean, honestly, if there was anything that was going to do it, I think Pokemon would actually be one of the first.
Yeah.
It fits the style so well, and like, there's always been a competitive scene to Pokemon between the card games and the games themselves. So having a game that's just competitive by nature, in a way, it kind of seems like why didn't they do this sooner?
They could have went back and like there's some other types of Pokemon games that they could have gone back and did, like, Pokemon Stadium. They could have made a Pokemon Showdown type
they already did Pokemon
for
Snap.
consoles and stuff.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's called
But then
Pokemon
they
Showdown.
just they're for consoles.
Yeah, you
They
just
could
go
do
on
it,
the
like,
internet on your console.
it's like for like this, like I don't know, like it's definitely gonna do well because one, it's Pokemon. Two, it's the style of gameplay. It draws in a whole nother crowd. But it doesn't look like it's definitely not like League of Legends killer. It's not even a League of Legends competitor.
Oh no,
No.
it's not competing. These are completely different audiences that I think are going to be engaging with this.
It's different
So-
audiences, but like the gameplay of this, and Pokemon fans, you either get the Pokemon fans who agree it sucks and still play it, or Pokemon fans who think it's the best thing ever and will bring it up all the time. And then you got the literal most toxic people on the planet
It's mobile
jumping
players.
into a new same style of game, but is now Pokemon. Them going up against people who won't admit that Pokemon isn't that good, clashing, and it's just definitely going to be a part of people saying, "Oh no, this is better." "Oh no, it's not." Oh, there's going to be has less customizing for your gameplay. It's like to put more in the characters, or not the characters, the Pokemon, and your trainer, than the actual gameplay. Because I'm watching a trailer. There's no items you can buy to increase like damage output. No items you can use that like give you 3 seconds of invincibility, like speed. Like I just feel just looking at it, it looks so simple and boring. Whereas like other games like this, you actually have to think. This is just like your character moves slowly. Go over here. Do this move. You're getting hit. Use this move. Go over here. Do this. Use this move. Like it just seems super repetitive. Like within your first 3 games, you'll have done everything that you can in the game.
It's just a MOBA.
I don't know. I think it might be fun for a little bit. I'm not gonna
Yeah, but
complain.
like the
It's
first
free.
3 games.
Whatever. Yeah.
Well, hold on. You have to throw in like $60 for that shiny Diglett outfit, though.
And you gonna do it.
Yeah, again, I don't really care a whole lot in terms of like, because here's the thing.
Enjoyable.
I mean,
I don't know.
no,
It looks like it could be a thing.
okay. Here's the rap. All right, here's the shit.
Here's
Yeah, okay. Listen. Okay, I'm physically exhausted. I worked from 10 to 9 today. I'm tired. Just let my brain slow the fuck down. So, the thing about with Pokemon, all right, for me and Pokemon, I already have expectations. All right, Pokemon has let me down so much, and there's really so many subpar pieces of shit that's like, all right, there's probably going to be problems with it. It's probably not going to release in a state that I'm going to necessarily agree with in one way, shape, or form. They're probably going to do some stupid shit that makes me question everything. But you know what? It's, that famous tweet from former President Donald J. Trump. The Coca-Cola company doesn't like me very much, but it's okay. I'll still keep drinking that garbage. That's it.
So you're one of those Pokemon fans.
Yes. Listen, okay. I know that it's not.
Did they say what the roster is for the game is?
Yes. So they've pretty much announced all the characters, including a brand new one, which is Zeraora. But
like did they say how many Pokemon in total?
Let me just check because I don't remember the number.
I think it's more than 12.
Oh, there's a sizable amount of characters.
Is there?
Okay, there's like 1,000 Pokemon. Sizable means like 400.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
There's Pikachu, Charizard, Snorlax. I mean, they included the popular ones: Pikachu, Charizard, Snorlax, Crustle, Greninja, Eldegoss, Talonflame.
Crustle?
Yes, Talonflame, Lucario, Venusaur, Mr. Mime, Slowbro, Absol, Machamp, Wigglytuff, Alolan Ninetales, Cramorant, Gengar, Garchomp, Cinderace, and now Zeraora.
That's it?
I mean,
19.
They're going to be adding more characters post-launch. They've already announced Blastoise and Gardevoir.
You know what they're going to do? They're going to have you pay for them.
No, I mean, most MOBA games, they give you the characters for free. So
they make money off the cosmetic microtransactions.
Yeah, they're probably not going to they're probably not going to charge you for the characters.
But like for Pokemon that has all these Pokemon, you give us.
Well, I mean, it's
5, 10,
20. So here's the thing, right? Because I actually agree with this for a couple of reasons. One is that the game's going to be a live service game, so they want ways to keep the player base engaged and to keep coming back through time. So they're just going to keep adding Pokemon that are popular, requested, people like, until the roster gets to 50, 100, however long the game is going to last. So that's okay, fine. You're going to do that to keep people coming back when they see their new favorite Pokemon in there. Cool. That's fine by me. And there's more Pokemon that are like assist Pokemon or Pokemon that you can use as like little characters to fight against or with in the fights or just anything like that. So that's a whole nother list there. But on top of that too, like they have to balance the game properly. And if they just added in 100+ Pokemon on a MOBA game day one, that shit would be a disaster of balance. That shit would be busted.
Name a MOBA game that has balanced characters though.
I mean, I think Heroes of the Storm was pretty balanced.
No, what? Heroes of the Storm had most unbalanced.
When it first dropped, I'm pretty sure it was pretty balanced, but I don't know about now.
I was like, MOBA games update. Oh, this character that once sucked and everybody slept on now has a triple hit that he can replenish in a second.
Yeah, I mean,
this game is definitely going to do really well because it's Pokemon and it's MOBA. I just think they're doing the bare minimum.
I mean, yeah. Again, my statement still stands. Pokemon Company doesn't like me very much. It's okay. I'll still keep playing that garbage.
I'm about to say you're still going to slobber that shit.
Okay, but Zach, who's the first character you're going to buy the cosmetic for? Is it going to be Pikachu's Luchador outfit?
I'm not buying the cosmetics for that game.
You don't have to lie to us. We're your friends.
I'm not buying the cosmetic. I don't buy cosmetics.
Okay, what if Snorlax is in like tidy whities?
No,
Snorlax does have a swimsuit outfit. Don't laugh.
the only time I will buy a cosmetic for this game, maybe, right, is if they put my favorite Pokemon in, which is Espeon, and they put like a really cool looking outfit in there. But that's the only way it's ever gonna work. And I'm
really hope that's the first character the first Pokemon they release. I hope it's like an $80 cosmetic outfit.
If it looks good enough to be $80, whatever. Well, I doubt it's gonna be. What?
He said what?
$80? There's no such thing as a cosmetic skin that is worth
$5.
it. $5. If you have 5 minutes to watch me, you have $5.
No,
If
no,
you
no,
don't-
no, it's
I don't even know if I want to go into the
So
other
what?
topics at this point. I don't even know if I want. Okay.
You know what this was.
So I guess we could talk about the Final Fantasy X-3 rumors.
Hey. It makes me want to go back and play Final Fantasy X. Really makes me want to go back and play.
No, it's already dead. It's
I don't know what they could do. Well, I know what they could do with 10.3, but
Not undo
Do I think-
10-2.
do I think they should make it? No. 10 is dead. We realized in 12 with Lightning that it should have stopped at the first game.
10 is dead and 10-2 buried it. All right, like
10.
God,
Oh,
10 was okay. 10.2 was like, what the fuck am I playing?
I think that's when we learned that we
on
don't
the
need sequel
ground.
games,
Which-
dude.
With 12 with Lightning, it's like
13.
13, 12, whatever. See, that's how bad it was.
trash.
It just wasn't. It didn't really draw in. Like somebody's just like, there's what was it, like 3 or 4 of those?
Well, there were 3. There was 13, 13-2, and Lightning Returns.
Lightning Return.
But like
It was
the problem with so the big problem with Final Fantasy 13-2 and Lightning Returns was that I never played Lightning Returns, but I played through all of 13, and I played a little bit of 13 too. The thing was, like, 13, each of the games was a full story that completely told the narrative it wanted to tell, and then like it didn't really leave off with cliffhangers or anything super like intensive. But then every other game in the installment just created a whole nother adjacent story with the characters that was almost unrelated to the events prior. It's like, okay, in the end of 13, Vanille and Hope turn into fucking Ragnarok and blow up the moon to keep it from crashing into the planet.
oh, that sounds like a Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, like
Storyline.
but and then
I
and then
mean-
they disappear, and like, and you know, the world is saved, and then like 13-2 revolves around Hope and Vanille going around this planet that they ended up on after they turned into Ragnar. It's like, okay, well, it's like you're creating a whole nother story that is completely separate from the events of the prior the prior game, and you're connecting it only with the loosest threads of these characters. And then I don't know what the fuck they were doing with Lightning Returns, but that shit was so whack. Like, if you I remember playing the demo for Lightning Returns because I never beat 13-2. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, what are these characters doing? I know who you are, but you're completely different as a character than you were in the last 2 games I saw you in. Why the fuck is Snow some fucking king? Why the fuck is Lightning going into this tower like she's about to fight a fucking Dark Souls boss? Who the fuck is this asshole? Like, it just didn't make any sense unless you paid every little bit of attention to the games. And it didn't help that 13 was so fucking cryptic and stupid that like you had to read every entry of the goddamn flavor text and the codex in order to understand anything that was going on at any point, to understand any of the terminology, to understand any of the events in the world that took place, because the characters didn't explain anything to you and would just throw out these big terms like the foul C, or oh, this is, we're on pulse, the pulse, we're a pulseless C. This is the, this is the what's the place I'm thinking of? Oh my god, I can't think of it. No, whatever. But like these, they were explaining these complex terms and ideas and concepts that had very little meaning aside from the meaning that the game prescribed to it. But the game never really prescribed the meaning to it because they would just throw out these terms without any explanation. And that was like the whole series. And I just went on a big rant about Final Fantasy 13 with forgetting my point.
I'm smelling a Final Fantasy 13 review video real quick.
I'm not playing through those fucking games again in my life.
Listen,
I'm not playing through those games another day in my life.
Zach, you're a YouTuber. Nobody cares what you want.
See, you say that
videos for the viewers.
You say that, but in 10 minutes, y'all are gonna tell me to play Final Fantasy X-3, and I'm gonna smack.
You need to finish that.
No, I don't. I don't need to finish 10. I don't want to touch 10 too, and I sure as fuck don't want to.
You don't have to touch 10 too.
Yeah, no, you don't. You don't.
Okay, good. I'm not touching it.
And that's kind of like what the problem was with 10 and 10 too. I guess is the point I was trying to make in my extremely long-winded rant about Final Fantasy 13. Is that 10 was like, okay, you finished the story, you didn't have to do anything, and that you still did it, and you kind of made a mockery of the entire events of 10 for most of the fans that enjoyed it. I mean, I didn't really like 10 a whole lot. Hot take. I thought it was just super. Like I wasn't a fan. I was a fan. I liked the combat, but I didn't like the characters. I didn't like Titus at all. I didn't like. I kind of really only liked Aaron and
Orin.
Orin, sorry.
Just call him Aaron.
Right.
Don't ever disrespect that man ever in your life.
Orin, not Aaron. Thinking of another Final Fantasy.
And everyone's favorite Big Titty Goth GF.
Lulu was great. Lulu was great. But I mean, like,
reason people now like Big Titty Goth GFs.
Yeah, pretty much. My crippling addiction.
But I mean,
was
like,
great,
yeah. But like, just the character designs in that game were way too wacky, and it's hard to take characters seriously when people like Seymour are walking around and Yuna's blindly getting Princess Peached and accepting marriage offers for the stupidest reasons ever. And our characters are just stupid.
I'll admit, the characters of Final Fantasy X, they're stupid as fuck. Or at least the people making the decisions are stupid as fuck.
Oh my god, dude. My favorite scene in Final Fantasy X is 100% when Yuna's going to do her summoning ritual in the, or sorry, what is it? Her ritual, her rite in the cave, her trial to become a summoner. And she's in there with one of her sworn protectors, yeah. And like Titus just overhears someone say, "Oh yeah, you can't disrupt the sacred ritual. It goes against everything that we our tradition." And he goes, "Screw your tradition!" And just walks in and tries to save her. It's like, oh my god, like you can't be any more overtly idiotic. Or the second that someone tells Titus, "Don't tell anyone you're from Xanarkand, because it's a
Xanarkand,
and then immediately he goes to Waka, who's like, "Who do you play Blitzball for?" The Xanarkand names. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
One of the first things he says.
Whatever you do, don't tell anyone you're from Xanarkand. Oh, so by the way, I used to play for the Xanarkand.
He tells one of the most religious people in the entire game. Don't tell anyone you're from Xanarkand. There's a lot of very religious type people, a lot of followers of Yevon that just see that as, disrespectful. One of the most religious people he meets.
Waka.
The Xanarkand.
Or
what they used to call me back in Xanarkand? Slayer of the Xanarkand babes.
Oh my god, alright. So I mean, and then there was the best Waka moment, which was when the entire an entire
that's when he's
village.
racist.
Yeah, no. Oh no.
Which one?
When an entire village burns down after the events of what was it? I think it was when
Sin destroying the entire.
Was it
fucking
Sin?
village.
Yeah, and then immediately as people are watching their homes burn down, and they're seeing everything they've known and loved burn to a cinder in front of their eyes, Waka goes, "Don't worry, it's like Happy Festival fireworks, eh?" It's like, oh my,
Who wants to see some Happy Festival fireworks? Yeah,
you friggin' dunce. But okay, yeah, I'm going on a rant about Final Fantasy X now. So the point of me saying this is that 10-2 was even worse than that when you had Team Rocket and you had all this stupid shit that had nothing to do with the events of 10. You just spear hunting.
It changed so much. Like combat changed. And stick with your 3 characters, but you could change their class, which was good. It's bringing it back to the old Final Fantasy style games where you could change your characters, like the original Final Fantasies, where you could change your character's class. But in this, they kind of did it just like half-ass and weird.
The dress sphere system is really busted. I mean, I remember there were a couple of really good grinding spots where you could just grind against really basic enemies and max out your dress spheres that mattered. Like if you max out, I think it was Yuna's white mage dress sphere, and then like the one with the fucking Moogle costume for Pain, and then one other one, I forget what it was. That those 3 three of the, if you maxed out 3 of the dress spheres, you were pretty much golden for the game. It's like, all right, it pretty much becomes,
at least with that game, there's so many points in the game that if you mess up or if you run by it or you pick a wrong choice, you can't get a dress sphere.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
You just can't get certain things, and there's no way of telling.
Yeah,
unless you have a walkthrough.
Yeah, like, oh my god,
it's like you have to play a game with the kid that he invented, and if you lose, you can't get a certain materia to get the strongest dress sphere for Yuna.
So like I remember in that game specifically too,
you have to talk.
You have to talk to every NPC at specific moments in time in order to 100% the game. If you miss any bit of dialogue, any bit of new dialogue, even if it's with an old character, you won't 100% the game. And then there are some aspects too. I remember like there was a vendor at the beginning of the game where it was like some really absurd amount of money for a dress sphere. It was like, I don't know, I think it was like 100,000 gil or even more than that, maybe like close to 1 million. And it's like, it's super early in the game, you can't get that. You're like, I'll come back when I can find a grinding spot, and I'll come back and do it later. And then you try to go back later, and the motherfucker isn't there anymore. And there's no indication of a time period where he would leave, so you just lose access to that completely. So I mean, to me, it's just like there were a lot of really questionable decisions. But the big thing about the game was that it ended. Right, the secret ending.
But that it ended.
The problem with the game is that it ended. I wanted it to keep going.
No, you actually had closure. It was meant to provide some sort of closure after the events of 10, where in the secret ending, Yuna finds Titus.
There's the ending, and it's like, okay, the ending. Then a little after credit scene. It's like, oh wow, that's the ending, and then the secret ending, and it's like. Like no one's going to explain how that shit happened.
Oh, you mean how Titus just came back to the world of the fucking living?
It's like this dude who I'm gonna spoil it for you, Tom. You're never gonna finish it. This dude who in the first Final Fantasy was there through the dreams of the Aeons, who is not really there, is gone. He's been dead forever. And then once Yuna beats his doppelganger that looks just like him for some fucking reason, now Titus comes back in his full fleshy form, back where he first, not even where he first showed up, just popped up on Besaid Island, where he
crash landed, right? Not necessarily where he
where he washed up, that exact spot. And it's like how no one's going to explain how that happened. If he's another dream, like the third one would answer that. I just don't want them to do it.
You know what fucked with me about that game too is So what was his fucking name? The dude who was the Titus doppelganger. I don't remember his name off the top of my
I
head.
don't
Yes.
remember his name.
There was Len, who was the summoner, who would look like Yuna, and then there was the other dude who I don't remember his name off the top of my head. But that motherfucker, when he was using I think it was Vegnagun to fight everyone, and
His
he was
name
like
was Shuyin.
Shuyin, yeah, and he was super emo and edgy. During that boss fight,
You
where
could talk to him.
yeah, during that boss fight where he's playing on his fucking piano and he's trying to summon Vegnagun, in the background, I don't know if you remember it, but in the background, you hear Jecht screaming at him, like, beat the shit out of this little fucker. Show that punk a lesson. It's like, why the fuck is Jecht talking to this kid who isn't related to him, but looks exactly... But that's another thing, too, because if Titus was made by the Faith in Dream Xanarkand, how is it that he remembers Jecht, or that Jecht has connections to him? And then why is it, right? Because like Orin was made in real, is a real member of Xanarkand. He was a real person. He had an actual relationship with Jecht. He was a human being who existed in that world, and he never once questioned the identity of this dude who looked like his best friend's son at all throughout the adventures of Final Fantasy X. Like, he never decided to ask his first fucking name. He's like, this one casual day they're going around. He's like, oh yeah, you're Shuyin, right? No, my name's Titus. But I thought you fucking Shuyin. No, nothing like that ever happened in the events in Final Fantasy X.
Who did you play for?
Of the Xanarkand Apes. But I mean, like,
the Nanarkand Blades.
And it's just like
the Besaid Island goers.
the Besaid Aurochs.
Well, it's like they kind of explain it in the end because he was mixing in to Titus's soul that was there, because you could talk to him as different characters or as Yuna. That's kind of hitting with Shuyin and Titus. So that's kind of the little bit, but it's like the entire game, there was no mixing of souls. Now there kind of is.
Yeah, but I mean, beyond even that, again, it completely retcons and almost ruins events. Like, it makes the already kind of confusing plot of Final Fantasy X even more confusing when you start to piece together and question, like, okay, then how does this character know what this is? And how does this character exist? And why is this character here? And how come this is explained, but this, like, stuff like that, it's like... So I mean, like, for me, it's just I don't know, the whole thing just falls apart, and I feel like 10.3 would only make it worse, especially after like 2 decades.
10.3, they have to make it like 10, not like 10.2. And if they're gonna do it like a whole new thing, it's like, do it right. Like, don't lock me out of shit without giving me a timer when I have to do it, or lock me out of shit when I have no idea that I need to do it the first try, or if I choose this wrong thing, then I can't get the secret ending, and I have to. It's like, don't do that. Keep it like the first one. Or if you mess something up, you can just go back and do it again and still get that ending. Like, keep it that way. Keep the flow going. Because, like, if I'm just locked out of, like, it's like, oh, hey, that thing that I failed way back when, I needed that for the 100% ending, and all these other things over here don't give a lot of good experience, but I need them for the end of the 100% ending. What's the point in doing those now? Because they don't offer anything to me. They don't offer anything to the actual story. It's just an item that I need to get, or a person I need to talk about with a side story that's irrelevant to the point. It's like, oh, my cat's in a tree. What the fuck that got to do with me? I'm fighting a god.
Man, it sounds like you're playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Tyler. That's what it is. Final Fantasy X-2 is Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is the Final Fantasy X-2 of the Xenoblade series. Prove me wrong. Change my mind. All right, that's confirmed.
I don't think we want to.
I'm just glad I never played either of those games. These games both suck. These games are both ass.
Yeah.
Like, if you ever want to punish yourself, just throw in 10.2.
I own it.
It's
There you
honestly,
go.
it's weird because I feel like I'm playing devil's advocate a little bit, but in a way, I kind of like some aspects of 10-2 in the sense that it tried to do something a little different in terms of having a more upbeat, cheery protagonist and setting and goofy aesthetic. Whatever, cool.
You mean Yuna?
Yeah, but it was like that for like the first half of the game, and then that shit just got dark for the rest of it.
It just got edgy again. But
Yeah.
I mean, like, for me, it was like, okay, you tried something different.
But there was a lot more interacting with your playable characters in 10-2 than there was in 10.
But I mean,
Pain, Rico, and Yuna.
yeah, but I mean, the whole package it was wrapped in was kind of, yeah,
Dick salad.
yeah. Just don't do Final Fantasy 10-3. Final Fantasy 16 looks pretty good. And you still got the Final Fantasy 7 remakes. People actually want that. Just do the next logical thing and move on to Final Fantasy 8 or something. Whatever.
Don't worry. Nomura said if they're doing a 10-3, it's not going to be till after Final Fantasy 7 remake is done.
Final Fantasy.
So 3 years after we're dead. Okay.
Yeah. So we're not going to have to witness it ever.
The 50-year anniversary of Final Fantasy 10 is 10 days.
75 years.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. No, Nomura will be dead, and his roboticized corpse.
No, it's just his head's gonna be in a jar. He's just gonna Walt Disney himself.
Yeah, dude. I was gonna say Futurama style.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. There was one other thing we were supposed to talk about, but honestly, we've been going for an hour and 40-something minutes, and my soul is sad. After talking,
We did just talk about Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2 for like fucking a half hour.
So yeah, this was the podcast. It's been real. It's been fun, but it ain't been real fun. So, but yeah, I mean, it's yeah. I don't know. Anything you guys want to leave off on before we stop? Because this is a weird ending. I feel like I don't know.
Wait, did anyone
for Nick Smash?
Did anyone say anything reckless yet?
I think
Nope.
we just did technically, but.
Whoever's watching this video, you're on the pack. You are on the pack if you are not clicking the like button and pressing the big red subscribe button. Stay off the pack, kids.
Stay off the pack. Yeah.
If you go on, hit that notification bell, so when Zach starts streaming, you can join in on his Demon Souls 2 stream. And Cyberpunk soon.
Demon Souls 2. Oh my god, they're making a sequel? Wait.
Exactly.
No, dark.
Tune in and you'll be able to see it. And he's going to play Cyberpunk. He got that game too.
I did get Cyberpunk, but I'm not streaming Cyberpunk.
No,
He's lying to you.
No one.
There's no other reason he would buy Cyberpunk than to stream it.
No
one buys that game for fun.
No one buys that game. Period.
I mean, if you go into Zach's room, you might find something.
Yeah, trust me. I already told him I'm ashamed of him.
$15 for Cyberpunk was a really good deal. So
it could have been free. You literally could have waited until the game was free because that game is trash, dick, balls, and ass.
Good deal.
$5.
$5. You couldn't wait till the game was $5.
Yeah. I mean, I
bought it once.
I think it was
worth
$15, but yeah, there are some games that I don't think aren't worth $15. I don't think there's one game I don't think is worth $15. Sonic Colors. It's mid as fuck. Don't buy it, okay? Don't give Sega your money for mid ports. I'm pretty sure
you're gonna cut out what I have to say, but you're gonna leave that in.
Yeah, bro.
It's a meme, all right. But because I'm talking about video games. I'm talking about video games. You're not talking about video games. We talk about porn stars.
Okay.
Right?
What video game woman would you like to plow?
Sonic Colors is mid.
All right. Thanks for watching the podcast, everyone.